Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to start by saying thank you once again to everyone who is watching my videos, showing some love, asking me some questions. If you want to, you can go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, which is deidre.andrews. Very easy because it's my name. But yeah, and then after you watch the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love. And I'm trying to get back into this video thing now that we're, kind of settling down from the crazy. So as promised, in today's video, I basically wanted to just update you guys on my pregnancy. If you haven't watched my last video, which was like my life update, I highly recommend that you watch that one and then pop on back over to this one. But yeah, so here we are. I am officially halfway through my pregnancy. I am 20 weeks in, and I kind of just wanted to let you guys know, like, what's up? How is it going? So for those of you who don't know, I already have 3 kids. I have 3 boys that are, 2 of them are really young. My oldest is 10. He'll be 11 this year, which is, like, every time I think about the fact that I'm going to have an 11-year-old, I just can't believe it. It's crazy. But anyways, yeah, so that's where I'm at. My last one was born in 2017, and most of my pregnancies were really great. I think with my first pregnancy, like, I kind of like caught a little kidney infection towards the end, which really made the last like few weeks kind of miserable. But other than that, like, I mean, I was moving and grooving throughout that pregnancy. Pregnancy wise, my second pregnancy was probably my most difficult one mentally for me. I had a lot of things going on, like psychologically and mentally, that I had to work through. But the actual pregnancy itself, like the baby, like my physical symptoms, everything was cool. And then my third baby that I had in 2017 was like the best pregnancy ever. Like, I kid you not. Like, I was exercising, I was namasteing, I was walking around the mall all the time. Like, I was always wearing makeup. Like, it was a great pregnancy. I was like, okay, cool. Like, so when I found out in November that I was having another baby with my husband, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, obviously we were not trying to have another baby, like, just happened, but things happen, so whatever. Like, I'm happy, like, we already have 2 kids together, and then my oldest son is also a part of our family, so it was just kind of like, okay, we're gonna prepare for another one. And it kind of sucks in the sense that my younger 2 kids basically just got out of diapers and, like, are being a little bit more independent now, and now we have another baby to raise. So that's where we are. But I found out in November, and I was like, okay, cool. And it was the most craziest thing, just because, like, I knew I couldn't have been more than like 2 weeks pregnant. I kid you not. Like, it really couldn't have been longer than a week or 2. And I was like, I know something is just off. Like, I could feel it that early on that, like, something was off. So I took a test. I hadn't even, like, missed a period. I hadn't, like, had any, like, symptoms yet. I didn't have any, like, real symptoms. I just knew, like, from my body, it was off. So I took a test, and lo and behold, the thing was positive, and I was just like, well, okay, suspicions are confirmed. And that was literally like November 1st. So, which was so crazy, because I literally could not have been pregnant like longer than like a week or 2. So just for those of you wondering, like, do you actually have to miss a period to know you're pregnant or necessarily get a positive pregnancy test? No. In my case, this time around, like, I took 1, it was positive. I took another, I took 3, and they were all positive. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a thing. So fast forward now, like, I'm like 6 to 8 weeks in. Like, I've been experiencing severe fatigue, severe nausea. Like, I have never had this much nausea in any pregnancy that I've ever had. Like, I remember with my second son, there were certain foods, especially, like, I loved a veggie burger from Burger King, but like every time I would eat it, I would just immediately throw up. Like there was no, like, it was always gonna happen. So I remember there were certain food aversions that I had, but I definitely didn't just like wake up nauseous, go through my whole day nauseous, and go to bed nauseous. This time around, I did all of that. Like I woke up, I was miserable. Throughout my whole day, I was miserable. Like I always felt like I could literally throw up at any moment. And you know, if you're like brushing your teeth or do something just out of the ordinary, and it's like you just get nauseous in 2 seconds. So that was literally how I was feeling. Like I really had a horrible first trimester this time around. I started showing like my belly like really was popping. I didn't really wear like a lot of like just skin tight stuff, obviously, but like for me, I knew like pretty much right away like my belly was popping. This was probably the earliest that it started popping, and then the highest that it started popping. So with my boys, before, I always like started showing kind of like in my lower stomach area, and then, you know, just as time went on, it kind of just went a little higher, and that was pretty much it. This time I was like starting here. I was literally like, my belly was popping above my belly button already. So I was like, yeah, this is definitely new. Like, and that was literally before the 12-week mark. I was like already showing, and I was like, okay, great. So then like that made it a lot harder to like hide it if I wanted to. And then, yeah, the food aversions were just really horrible. All of my nauseous, like, it was so bad to the point of, like, me having to literally talk to my doctor and get medications. Like, Zofran wasn't working. I had to get, like, promethazine. Like, I was having a hard time. And then I couldn't take the promethazine during the day because, you know, that stuff will just knock you right out. So I had to wait till I was off of work or wait till the end of the day, or I just, whenever I wasn't about to be moving, like to basically take the medicine that was going to help me feel good. So that was another like issue that I ran into, and I was just like, man, this is hard. Like, this was the worst pregnancy ever. So it was around like that time when I started having all of these symptoms, when I was like, all right, this has got to be a girl. And I kept saying that only because it was just so drastically different from every single other pregnancy. Not to say that like you can't have all boys and have like just different pregnancies, because that's all, you know, that can happen with all your kids, really, depending on you know, your body, what you're going through at the time, and just like I said, anything really. So, but this time I was like, nah, like I'm looking different, I'm feeling different, like this is different. So that's the first time it kind of popped into my head that maybe this is a girl, which for me, I was like, I have 3 boys, like, do I really want another boy? I love my kids, I love my boys, like, I'm a boy mom for life, but I was like, do I really want another boy? So basically, I went ahead and got the blood test done. I think it was right at 12 weeks. I got the blood test done with, like, you know, they do all the genetic testing to make sure baby's okay and there's no like deformities or anything that we want to like look out for or be aware of ahead of time. And part of that testing is a gender test, basically. So I got my results back, and of course, I'm having a girl. So that was the first like indicator to me. I was like, oh, this is a girl. But you know, the skeptic in me was like, but still, it could be a boy, like, you know. And the way that my doctor is set up, I only have the ultrasound at the first visit, which obviously it was way too early to know if it was a boy or girl. I have the ultrasound at the 20-week mark, which would be this week. And then I believe I have one more ultrasound at the 36-week mark. So the 20-week and the 36 would be like the final, like, okay, yeah, it's a boy or it's a girl type, like visually someone is seeing on a screen, like, is it a boy or is it a girl? Because I was skeptical. I was like, I don't know, is this a boy, is this a girl? Like, I know what the labs have told me, but at the end of the day, they're labs. They could be, maybe they're reading my female blood. I don't know. So that's basically how I was feeling up until my ultrasound for the halfway 20-week mark. Anyways, so that was my feeling about it. So I was really just like skeptical up until my ultrasound this week that maybe it's a girl because the blood work says it's a girl, but maybe it's a boy because it really is just a boy and the blood work is wrong. So yeah, that was my first indication that I was having a girl. That just coupled with all of the symptoms that I've had, I feel like I gained weight really quickly, which is so funny because, like, saying that now, I think at 5 months in, I've only gained 5 pounds or 6 pounds maybe in 5 months, but everything just started fitting differently, like right off bat. Like nothing fit the same, and it was like really, what really sucked is when I was having this like horrible nausea during the first trimester, I wasn't even eating. Like maybe I was eating like once a day. I couldn't keep anything down. So I was like, how the heck am I getting bigger? And then like I'd go to the doctor after 1 month and I'd gain like 1 or 2 pounds, and I was like, how? Like, I mean, I know how, but like in my mind, I'm thinking like, I can't even keep anything down. I can't even eat anything. How am I gaining weight? How am I feeling like a balloon, basically? So it was just a really tough time for me, like mentally, physically. I'm running out of breath after going up a flight of stairs. Like it was just insane. And I was like, y'all, this is a hot mess. So that's where I was. And then boom, like right at the second trimester, I want to say I was like 14 weeks in, and I started feeling a lot better. Like I was able to eat and just enjoy life again, have a little bit more energy. Like they really, you know, they'll tell you that second trimester is like your golden trimester. You feel so much better. You're improving from the first trimester symptoms in a lot of ways. You're getting a couple other symptoms during the second trimester. So it's really like, you know, you just see so much improvement. You feel a lot better. And in my case, that's literally exactly what happened. And it was great because, like I said in my previous video, I went to Hawaii in January. I, you know, was on vacation visiting my parents and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, my mom loves to cook and I love her food. So it really worked out well because I had just gotten to the point where I could eat and enjoy food without like feeling like I'm gonna throw it up and just can't eat anymore after like a bite. So that really worked in my favor. Like the timing could not have been any better. So yeah, and I'm currently in that stage right now where I'm able to eat. The biggest experience that I'm having right now, I am 20 weeks right now. So the biggest symptom that I'm having right now is just that because baby is pushing my uterus up, like there's less room in my stomach. So like if I eat too much, like I feel sick, or if I don't eat, like I feel sick. It's just something sometimes that I feel, but it's definitely nowhere near as bad as it was earlier, thank goodness. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for my update for my pregnancy announcement. I am going to do the official gender reveal, I guess, so that this video and that reveal kind of link up with when they come out. And yeah, I'm just super excited because 4th time is a charm, apparently, because it took 4 times for me to have a girl, which, you know, I've always wanted. She's got 3 big brothers, so I could not be any more ecstatic. Super excited. Robert is super excited. He was like sitting with me in the 20-week ultrasound today, and like we were looking to just verify gender, and he was like, it's not too late. And then the ultrasound tech was like, yeah, it is, like it's a girl. Like so it was just really funny, but he's ecstatic because this is his first girl. Like this is his first girl, y'all. So you know, he's had a bunch of boys. He loves his boys, but something about a daddy's girl, like you can't really replace that. So yeah, he's excited. I'm excited, and we're looking forward to meeting our little girl, and I will definitely keep you updated. We're trying to come up with some names. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and stick with me, stay tuned, and I will definitely be back with some more updates throughout this pregnancy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.